Phones.
The light. You gone tonight.
Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, OPC held this yo to be the best, y'all. Five slam from east to west, y'all. Pound straight.
Get hung up like dungarees.
Facts.
Ease up, select, strangle, wreck, shut, plus bust asses on whoever passes.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
That's why.
Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout it out, top of the top, another day alive, another day free. Don't worry about it, the Knicks is gonna get it. if you ask me. Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. I just came to give y'all a quick live. I was supposed to go live at 10 o'clock, but I actually overslept. You know what I'm saying? But do me a favor, y'all. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, you know how we start this off. Anybody but a dead body, give me a dice cube or two to let me know that the audio is right. If I can shout out the people that's actually typing in the chat so far. For the people in the background, pop up, say hello. For the other people, you know what I'm saying? Come on in. You dig? It ain't nothing. I got something to clear up this morning because I got to get this right. I got to get this right. You know what I'm saying? Because certain stuff, I don't want people to think that I'm a part of and I have nothing to do with. You know I got my own madness. I got my own wreck. You know what I'm saying? If it's something with me, I can dig it. You dig what I'm saying? I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get upset. Word up. I can't even get upset. I got to understand certain things. You know, and I'm not mad. Appreciate you, Mount Vernon. He said the Dice Cubes is in the building so he can hear me crystal clear. Shout out to my man, Big Hank, content creator. You dig what I'm saying? Founder of the content sector. He's in the building. Mount Vernon Raised is here. He's definitely here. Word up. He said, yo, don't be lying to me no more, nigga. You said 10 o'clock. FTC Vice, I see you in the building. APO Brooklyn Love, I see you in the building. I appreciate you for pulling up. My man Nerd is in the building. You know he had to come in starting this morning. He just had to come in. He said, yo, salute the Dice Team Guardian, the Nile River 050, and them Pacers. So you know I can't get upset. It's a Saturday morning. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling good. But I got something I want to address. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chillin' with Love. I don't know if she's in the building. I hope she's in the building. I actually tagged her. You know, I don't really be tagging people in my lives and all that. But I tagged her this morning. I hope she's in the building. I hope she pull up. You dig what I'm saying? I hope she pull up because I want to clear something up right quick. You know, but before that, I want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all for pulling up. You dig what I'm saying? My name is Big Dice the Ruler. I've been getting money since they was out there drinking Calvin Coolers. But I decided to change my motherfucking life. Official Eyes, I see you in the building. I appreciate you. I know you all. I hope you. Well, I know you all right because you're here. I remember you told me you had to go back out on deployment. My prayers go out to you and your family. I hope your son doing all right and everything. I kind of miss you, but make sure you all right over anything. I appreciate you for the time you put in for the service. I'm dead ass serious. Anybody that's in the Army, the Navy, you know what I'm saying, that's doing it for the country. I appreciate that. Official Eyes, that's really my baby. She don't love me no more, but I still love you, girl. Don't you never forget it. But something I gotta address. Somebody get this crazy nigga Super in the building. I gotta address this right quick. Because number one, I gotta address this right quick. I gotta address this. God damn, she said, thanks, I'll be back in a year. God damn. That's a long goddamn time, girl. But you can handle it. You can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Something I gotta address. I gotta address this. Seriously. I woke up this morning. Shout out to my man. He hit me up and was like, Dice, I think Chillin' with Love took something offensively. So I had to clear that up because I want everybody to know this. I'm saying this out my mouth now. I don't have no problems with Chillin' with Love. No problems with that woman. Actually, I feel her pain. Like I said, since I found out that woman was a Virgo, certain shit now, I kind of understand. When it comes to our loyalty or being betrayed or somebody speaking on our name, especially if it's wrong or ill-willed, we will react. We will react. So I can't knock her for that. But the only thing I wanted to clear up this morning is, Super, get your ass in here. You said you ain't at work. Get your ass in here because you gonna stop this shit. This is why I told Super I don't like letting him on my stage. Because from now on, I'm going to let this be known to everybody. Everybody, I want y'all to hear this respectfully out of my mouth. When you come on my stage, if it's not about the content that I'm talking about, you will be removed from my stage. Simple and plain. I've always worked my platform like that. Since day one, it's not just because of this incident, but it's because of day one. I've always said this. I'm not going to allow nobody to come up here and talk about nobody, especially if they're not here to defend themselves or give them a rebuttal on how they feel. But this is what I will do. This is what I will do. If two people have a misunderstanding, or a lack of communication between each other, and they feel as though that they feel comfortable enough coming to my stage to talk about it with us, to possibly resolve it, open arms to everyone. You dig what I'm saying? This is specifically goes out to Supra and Chilling with Love. Number one, Chilling with Love was upset about something that Supra said, and you know what? On the strength of that, I erased the video from last night. I took it down. I totally deleted it. I ain't put it in private. I didn't put it on members only, even though that was some of my best work, y'all. Damn. Oh, shit. She said, yo, light work. This is my 4th tour. Shout my son out on his graduation day. That's a cold-blooded fact. Shout out to your son, man. Type his name in. We'll scream his name out. That's an accomplishment. Facts. He graduated. I know how you feel. I know you proud as a mother. You know what I'm saying? I know you had a little time when you was worried, but you know, it's a man for graduating. I hope everything is cool between y'all, but don't never think that. I tell the mothers this because I did this to my moms. Travis, salute, big dog. I put this pressure on my mother when I was younger too. All of us guys do that shit. That's why I try to tell y'all, and I'm saying this to you too, Official Eyes. In June, she said, not yet in June. I need you to understand this, Official. I said this in my shows a couple of days about all of our mothers if you're men. Y'all have, mothers have a way of babying us. Mothers have a way of babying us. Facts of life. Especially if our fathers have a man like the stepfathers. We can have that type of role in the house, but it's a difference. Especially with a young man. See, when young men, and the reason why I can tell you this, because I went through this. The person that helped create me, my biological father, was not in my life. I met him, I talked to him maybe 4 times in my life. Physically was around him 1 time. One time I was physically around my father. This is a deep subject, but ain't no reason to cover me up. If I could talk to y'all about anything else, I could talk to y'all about this. My father, when he met my mom's, my mother, I'm not gonna say my mother was naive, but my mother was not a street woman. You know what I'm saying? My mother was in school. Because of her brothers, she wasn't, my uncles didn't allow that shit with her being in the street because of her father. Her actual father, my grandfather, he was very, very strict about certain things. So when she did get of age and started hanging out and partying and stuff like that, where she didn't have to talk to my grandmother or talk to my grandfather about everything, this is when she had her chance to go out into the world and make her mistakes and correct her mistakes. You dig what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. My mom's fell in love with a man that at that particular time, he did not know how to love himself. When my mom's expressed to him that she was pregnant, instead of him putting 2 feet down and stepping up to the plate like he was supposed to, he chose to go totally the opposite other way. Thank God my grandmother and grandfather was there to support my mother. She had me at 19 years old. Couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, a couple of months before her 20th birthday. I was born in September. She had me September at 19. She was 20 February the 9th. That's neither here nor there. She had a great support system, which was my family and her friends and stuff like that. So I didn't want for nothing. But you know what I did lack? I had my grandfather there. I had my uncles there. I had men in the neighborhood to emulate. I even had my stepfather, the man that decided to marry my mother. I had all of them there. Word up. But what I needed deep down inside was my father. That's what fucked me up. Me growing up saying, why my pop's not here for me? See, let me tell you how it starts off, y'all. Official Eyes said, you got me through it. 2 boys, I needed that. And we are able to come as one now. That's gangster. Look how God worked. Inshallah. That's gangster right there. Because I know that was bothering you. And I prayed for that situation. I'm glad you got it right. For real. Because you ain't did nothing wrong being a mother. I don't want no women to think, quote unquote, that y'all, like, don't get it twisted. Y'all fuck up. Y'all fuck up, but see, y'all don't fuck up intentionally. And I'm gonna choose a better word. Y'all don't fuck up. Y'all actually try to do things to the best of your ability because of your hearts. MDCIX, I see you in the building. I appreciate you for that too, brother. Or sister. I don't know. That's a brother. Appreciate you for that, brother. As a young man, we try our mothers. We do. I'm not gonna lie. We lie. We manipulate. We manipulate because we know, but we don't know. See, when I was younger, I knew my mother missed my father, but she never really expressed it. And times when I tried to talk to my mother about my father, this was her magic word. When you get older, you will understand what's going on. She never said nothing bad about this man. My mother never said nothing bad about this man. But you knew when I knew it was something serious, because when I was younger, I couldn't really identify the signs. But as I got older, becoming a teenager and stuff like that, times when I would be like, yo, I want to talk to my pops, and she made sure I had his phone number. You dig what I'm saying? It was times when it was a time when my father would be like, Clarice, I see you. It was times my pops would be like, let me speak to your moms. And then I'd be like, yo, he want to talk to you. And my mother's be like, I have nothing to say to him. Now, let me tell you what that did to me as a young boy. I hope this helps y'all, ladies. Let me tell y'all what this did to me as a young boy. When I was young, not really understanding the truth about adult relationships, when I'm telling my mother, yo, he want to talk to you, and she like, I ain't got nothing to say to him, and then I get on the phone with my pops. See, instead of him being a man and saying, yo, check this out, I did some things that maybe your mother hasn't recovered over yet. Maybe your mother is still hurting over. Maybe she's still salty. He didn't do that. Maybe she's still salty about it. He didn't do that. He ran with it. He ran with it like a bitch ass nigga. Because what he said to me was, he didn't say the things like, yo, I deserve that. See, as men, we don't take accountability about shit. He didn't look at me and say, I deserve that. This nigga would be on the phone going, that's why we not together now, because of her attitude. So when he planted those seeds in my heart, he got me looking at my mom's like, yo, maybe my mother was the fucking problem. This is real shit, ladies. I hope I'm helping y'all that got sons. He had me thinking that my mother was the problem, that my mother ran him away from me. My mother ran him away from our family. And that shit was totally opposite. She didn't never run him away. That nigga put on his track sneakers and got the fuck out of there. You dig? But let me explain something to the ladies that have sons, because maybe I can help y'all. As a little boy, we don't understand adults' lifestyles. All we know is we want to talk to our fathers, and when our mothers don't give us real, in detail reasons why they aren't together, ladies, this can cause a strain between us and y'all. I know it hurts sometimes to relive. I'm talking to the ladies. I know it hurts sometimes to relive certain traumas and pain you've been through pertaining to your sons or your daughter's fathers. But if you fuck with me, I need y'all to listen to something I'm saying right now. You're going to have to overlook that. You're going to have to overlook that for the better need of your child, especially a little boy, especially a little motherfucking boy, man. Because when it comes to little girls, they say, daddy is a little girl's best friend, daddy's girl. And you always say mama's boy. But when it comes to a little girl, a woman, in my opinion, I don't have to be right, but a woman, in my opinion, y'all have a better way of connecting and bonding when it comes to certain things because of y'all are being the same species. But little boys, we don't know the fucking difference between our fathers being a piece of shit. All we know is our fathers are needed. They need it so much. And then when it comes to the streets, let me tell you something. When I got in them streets, I was mad at the fact that I had friends that their parents were together. Like I said, for a long time, my father had me thinking that my mother was the problem. They had situations. But in a total analogy of it, God put them together just for me. But one thing I will say about my pops, he may not have been able to physically show me how to be a man. He taught me everything not to do when it came to my son. And when my mother passed away, I never forget, I gave him the common courtesy and I called him. I said, Joe. He was like, what up, son? That was another thing that used to get me mad, y'all. See, this was something I had to heal with. When I would call and he picked the phone up, he go, what up, son? How you doing, son? Like, as a man, I used to be like, I'm not your fucking son, pussy. Fuck is you talking about I'm your son? Call me by my motherfucking name, man. Don't call me your fucking son. Because that was pain. That was hurt. That was pain and hurt. You know why? Because how could you call me your son, but you wasn't in my life physically? But you got another life. When it come to my sisters and my brothers, you married their mother. You sat up in the crib with the Bill Cosby, making sure every morning they got up, they saw you. Shit, all them football games and stuff with my brother, he saw you. My sister, when she was going to try to be a dancer and all that, she saw you. They got the support that they needed from you, but I didn't. You dig what I'm saying? That's a fact. Mount Vernon said he's your father, but not your dad. That's a fact because my dad, name is Ronald Young, may he rest in peace. Married my mother, and when he got with her, he let me know how much I meant to him also. Not just by words. Not just by words. I remember one time they took my ski hat from me. Never forget it. I had a burgundy and white ski hat back in the days, and on the side it said, I'd rather be skiing. Remember them hats, y'all? They had the little cuffs at the top. The shit said, I'd rather be skiing. They snatched my hat coming from public school. I went home and told him that nigga got his gun. That nigga got his gun. I can't make this shit up, y'all. He went and got his gun, and it's fucked up because this was public school. But one of the dudes that snatched my hat, they weren't in public school no more. They lived on the block of the public school, and they used to be robbing and terrorizing the kids out of public school. My father walked up to Lincoln Place. He said, come on. I said, yo, that's him right there. The dude had my hat on. My father walked up to him, pulled his gun out, took my hat up off his head, gave it to me, and told me to walk down the block. When I started walking down the block, my pops grabbed him and pistol whipped him. Beat his face in bloody. And this is fucked up now that I'm thinking about it because I was in public school, so the dude had to be, if this was like the 4th grade, he had to be about 13. He had to be about 12 or 13. Word up. He had to be like 12 or 13. He was supposed to be in June. My father pistol whipped him till he didn't move. And I remember when he caught up to me, he said it to me so nonchalantly. I'm like, damn, I'm terrified. And he wiping his gun off. And he looked at me. And when he looked at me, he said, Joe, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to my motherfucking son. That shit meant the world to me, y'all. Let's get into this work.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
If y'all read what Official Eyes said, she said yes, but he won't keep it 100. He has 8 kids, and mine's is the first one. That's crazy. But you see what she said now? Pay attention to what she said. No matter what she tells her son, it's his father's obligation and duty to talk to his son. See, as little boys, certain things that we will hear from a man, we can hear it crystal clear. It'll be stagnated when it comes to a woman. And she said, you see what she said? Today is her father's birthday. Happy birthday to Pops. She said, I sent him a card. He got it this morning. First time she ever saw him cry. Daddy's girl. That's gangster. But I'm going to break this down because this is real right here, y'all. Women, not intentionally, you fuck your sons up. You fuck us up. You fuck us up. You fuck us up. And the reason why you fuck us up is because of y'all trying to protect us from pain. If you notice, a real mother will humiliate herself and go through the ringer just to make sure her children are happy. Yo, like my mother said, I done fucked a couple of niggas. My mother told me this, so a woman can't tell me shit. My mother said, yo, I done fucked a couple of niggas to make sure you was all right. And I ain't even like them. Facts! Because y'all know my pops killed somebody. He killed the cop, y'all. He did 11 years straight on it. It wasn't a regular cop. It was a crooked cop. It was cops he was getting money with. And they tried to rob my father and his right-hand man. And unfortunately, a man lost his life. But due to the investigation, they found out that the cop was getting money, was in the street, robbing people, killing people, doing certain things. And he tried to rob the wrong one. He tried to rob my father, and my father killed him. And my father was adamant about that to the day he died. He said, I'd have killed him again. He told me, don't you never let nobody hurt you, man. He said, whatever consequences you got to deal with, you got to deal with them. But don't you never willingly let somebody hurt you, knowing like somebody, you know somebody going to hurt you. And they said, don't you just let that shit happen. So my pops was gone for 11 and a half years. You dig what I'm saying? And my mother did the best she could. She tried to teach me how to be a man, but she couldn't. She couldn't. She couldn't. That's why certain issues as men we go through is because of our mothers, because y'all baby us. Because you're baby us. We can be going through something with a young lady, and y'all can know that the young lady is right because of our attitudes as young men. Cocky, boisterous, lack of respect, feeling though that the world owes us something. But mothers, they'll be like, you know what? She ain't deserve you anyway. Like if we break up with the girl, your mother be like, yo, she ain't deserve you anyway. You my baby. You too good for her anyway. Ladies, stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Tell your children, especially male children, if we moving like pieces of shit, you tell us, you are moving like a piece of shit. And you give them an example why you moving like a piece of shit. Like my mother said, I get you anything you want. You won't even clean up your room. But you know the manipulation of a son and his mother. All right, Ma, I'm going to clean the room up. But can you do me a favor? Could you get these sneakers for me? Can I go here? Can I go to this party? Can I have some money to go to the movies? Can I have some money to get this? See, when my mother was supposed to say, nigga, this ain't no fucking negotiation. Clean your fucking room up, dummy. That's not what my mother would do. My mother would go, okay, but do me a favor. This is the word she would use. Do me a favor. Would you go in there and clean your room up right quick? She said, when you get through cleaning that room up and I go in that room and check it, and if everything is okay, then you can do what you want to do. Then what you want, I will give you. See, no, ladies, y'all fucking up. You're rewarding. My mother was still rewarding me for being disobedient. See, it wasn't that I rushed to clean the room up because I was in fear of her doing something to me. It wasn't that I rushed to clean the room up because she was right. I should have maintained my room. I ain't do that. I rushed to clean my room up because I wanted to go to the movies. I rushed to clean my room up because I might have wanted $20. I rushed to clean my room up because I wanted to go to my friend's house. I rushed to clean my room up because I wanted to go to the park and play. No, my mother was told me, clean your motherfucking room up and you ain't going nowhere, pussy. This ain't no fucking debate. Ladies, especially when it come to men, little boy, your sons, don't do that. Number one, you're fucking up. You know why you fucking up? Because you're rewarding us for being disobedient, like I just said. Number one, if y'all told us, the mother say, yo, all I need you to do, because y'all ain't want us to pay no bills, all I need you to do is keep your clean room. This is my mother. Keep your room clean. Don't have nobody in my house when I'm not home. Take your ass to school. That's all. That was all I had to do. Don't have nobody in my house when I'm not home, boy. Keep your room clean, because I shouldn't have to keep cleaning up after you because of the age you are. You did certain shit we gotta really, really pay attention to as parents. And ladies, Big Dice loves you. Big Dice loves you. I know certain things that you may hear may upset you, but goddamn it, I'm here to tell you the truth. She said, I can't understand why they never get to smoke. I eat it all. I don't, and I'll never understand it. Don't bring it around me at all. You know why it is? Because we be missing our fathers. And in absence grows the heart fonder. Y'all ever heard that? When a couple is together, if they going through something and they separate, absence grows the heart fonder. You miss them more. So you got to think about this as children, especially a young guy, young boy. Absent grows curiosity and the heart fonder. Like, you just ask yourself, why don't my pops love me? That's a fact. This is the questions that run through men's heads as little boys. Yo, why my pops don't love me? It was even a time where I said to myself, fuck what you got going on with my moms. Why don't you love me? And it plants a seed of insecurity in our minds as young men. It plants a seed. Number one, if the person that created you can't show you love, how's a motherfucker in the street gonna love me? You could have the coolest friend in the world. He can be the die-hard, ride-hard. If your father wasn't there, you ain't gonna trust that nigga. It's just a fact. Shit, if your father wasn't there, you don't even know how to trust a woman. This is a fact. Because our mothers, they have a tendency to try to gravitate us to the women that they see fit for us. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? That's a fact. Like FTC said, happy birthday to all the mothers this weekend. Facts, Official Eyes. Happy Mother's Day weekend to you too, girl. To all the mothers near and far. But see, we fuck up. Just like the situation, shout out to Chilling with Love. If you're watching, I want you to hear this Chilling with Love. And if you hear, pull up in the chat. Matter of fact, I must reach out to Chilling with Love. And I'm going to do a conversations with Chilling with Love if she'll do it. You see what Official Eyes said? Y'all heard what she said about me? She said, nigga, I cannot talk to you on the phone because you hold nothing back. Heard what she said? I get on her nerves. I know that. I got on her nerves a couple of times. I know that. And she got on my nerves too. You know why? Because we're both stubborn. We're both just stubborn. But that's one thing, she never stopped supporting my channel. She never stopped popping in and out. And she's always on my mind. And obviously I'll be on her mind too. That's my baby. I don't care who know that shit. You dig what I'm saying? But she's a single mother. Fighting for her country. Risking her life and freedom to make sure her family is all right. She needs some love too, man. See, that's what we forget sometimes. I even forget it myself. We forget that because our mothers are trying to be so tough, they forget how to be gentle. See, that's the problem with a lot of mothers. That's the problem with a lot of women. Because they don't have the man around them, or if they do got a man around them, it's just about some dick. They don't really want to trust a nigga like that. They could be dead in love with him, but because of past situations, I'm gonna fuck this nigga and get him the fuck away from me. I ain't going through that bullshit no more. And a lot of men, some of us don't have the ability to work through that. Some of us don't care about working through that. Some of us don't know how to get that better. Some of us don't know how to mend that relationship. See, I got family members. I got women that's been around me. See, the first thing I noticed about a woman is the first time a woman tells you, I got it, I've been taking care of myself by myself, I don't need nothing from you. I just need, let me explain something to you fellas. That's the biggest lie ever. Yo, fellas, instead of y'all sitting up saying, well, I know she got it. She got her own job. She got her own money. She been busting her ass before me. She can hold it down. Check this out. It's nothing wrong with helping her, because when you start helping her, because she ain't gonna ask you for shit. Real women ain't gonna ask you for nothing. She ain't gonna ask you, a real woman ain't gonna ask you for shit. Them bum ass bitches be like, yo, I need $10. Yo, could you cash at me $50? Yo, can I have $100? That's them bum ass bitches, respectfully. Real women, they don't give a fuck. They not gonna ask you for nothing. But that doesn't mean they won't accept knowing that you're doing it genuinely from your heart. Yo, fellas, you know what you gotta do, man. Even if you go to give her some money and she be like, yo, I don't want that shit, drop it on the goddamn floor. Put that shit on the motherfucking bed. Shit, put that shit in her pocket. Put it in her pocketbook. Leave it on the kitchen table. Leave it in the fucking house. I bet you when you get there, she'll have it. Instead of you asking her what she need from the store or what she needs from the house, motherfucker, write a goddamn list down, stupid. You got a cell phone. Shit, you might need some laundry detergent, put that on your goddamn list. You might need some Miracle Whip mayonnaise, put that on the goddamn list. You might need some air spray for the bathroom after you taking a shit, put that on the list. Supra, I had to take that live down, I'm glad you're here. Supra, from now on, when you come up on this stage, don't talk about nobody else. Nobody. Nobody. When you come up here on this stage, content. Supra, you my man. That's why sometimes I be scared to let your ass on the stage. No, we ain't going through that shit no more. You got Chilling with Love putting up 100,000 posts, people telling her that you was disrespecting her up on my goddamn stage, and I had to take that live down because hell no. Hell no, we're not going through that shit no more. Nope, nope, nope. And if she pull up, I'm gonna try to get that shit right between y'all two, because I'm gonna tell you this, I don't care if you get mad, something that woman did has you hurting, and I know you care about her. I know you care about her. So if you care about her, if she did something to hurt you, my dude, just tell her. Just tell her. Let me explain something to you. I don't know her personally. Like she said when she did the live earlier about you, she said she knew you about 6 months. No, you do, Super. You do. This your brother talking. Yes, you do. Because it's weird how you talk about her. Like yo, you gotta stop doing that shit, bro. Seriously. Seriously. Every time you come up on this stage, you notice what you say? These bitches, these bitches, these bitches, these bitches, and start talking about these people. Nah, my nigga. No more. You wanna do that? You go live. Because I don't want nobody thinking I got nothing to do with that shit. In a situation with you and her, that shit should not even be handled here, because I know you, first of all, you can fool some of the people, Super, but you can't fool me. I'm a man just like you. I've been hurt. Yo, bro, let me explain something to you. It's all right to say that you've been hurt. Yo, I have been, people don't want to hear this shit. I have been heartbroken. Heartbroken. And when I was younger, I didn't know how to accept it. I didn't know how to combat it. I didn't know how to deal with it. So the way I dealt with it is by lashing out at the person. That ain't gonna make it no better. I had to learn that the hard way. Thank God she didn't kill me. She could have killed me this morning in the goddamn live. Fuck you, Dice. Fuck you, piece of shit. Fuck you, piece of shit. I'm glad she didn't do that, because that's not what, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. And as far as the situation with buying subs, I'm going to say that adamantly. Do I believe that person and other people are buying subs? Yes, I do. But let's get this straight. I don't care. The reason why I don't care is because I'm not buying no goddamn subs. I really don't care about that shit. What the fuck does she got to do with me? But I do know, man, yes, boy, you ain't got to mention that name. That woman know you talking about. Yo, bro, let me tell you something. That woman took my damn live and put it up on her community ward, and I felt bad. She was like, damn, Dice, I thought we was past that shit. I ain't got no problems with that woman. And I'm going to say it now. I hope she's looking because Super's in the building. I don't know what transpired between y'all two chilling with love, but I swear, when Super came over here, he told all of us to support your show. Now, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He told all of us to support your show. And me, I was a little upset. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to talk for nobody else. I'm not talking for Super. I'm not talking about for nobody here. I'm talking about me. I was a little upset when I came to support your show. And it seemed like you were upset both times I went to your chat. And when I typed in the chat like, yo, why are you always so angry? I swear I was just being like I just wanted to know. Like, I thought maybe if I asked you what was going on, you may have responded to why you appeared to be upset. And then I thought maybe, interacting between the chat and yourself, we could have got to, some type of resolvement. But she misconstrued what I was saying, and she did a live on me. I said, oh my God. And back then, I didn't understand her. I did not understand nothing about chilling with love. I used to be like, yo, this woman is fucking crazy. But you want to hear something funny? We all crazy. But that woman got a lot of motherfucking sense. What I can say about chilling with love, and if she's seeing this, I hope she hears this. I don't see a bad person. I did see a bad person. I saw a bad person because I allowed myself to classify her with the categories that people on YouTube put her in. But when I heard her, when I listened to her talk, I said, nah, this ain't no bad person. She ain't gonna talk shit. She ain't no bad person. She just, quote unquote, certain things bothered her. He said, but when she talk about me crazy and I'm not gonna respond. No, you can't respond on your channel. You're right. You can respond all you want on your channel, not mine's, because I don't want nothing to do with that shit. You know me. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. That's like me. When I respond shit, if you notice something about me, I never go to nobody's channel talking about nobody else. Shout out to Artist Morrison. He called me up on the stage one day and he was asking me about this fool ass chick I kicked out the whip over here. I said to him 3 times, I didn't want to talk about the chick because the bitch is melon void to me. And that was that. That was the end of the conversation. I didn't stay up on this thing and go in there. But over here on my platform, I can say what the fuck I want to say about a motherfucker, especially if they say my name. But I'm not going to nobody else's platform to do that shit because you know what? I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to weaponize somebody else's platform. Only Child, I see you back in the building, girl. I was just playing with you last night. I'm sorry. I was high. Only Child cursed me out last night. She said, fuck you, Dice. I'm getting the fuck out of here. But I have to be real about that. I want y'all to resolve that. Because you can be stubborn, Super. You stubborn. I know that. You stubborn, Super. I don't give a fuck. You my brother. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got nothing but love for you. But you's a stubborn motherfucker. But I know you got a good heart. That part I know about Super. I don't care about what nobody say. I done seen Super in chats defending me when I wasn't there. Man got a good heart. I don't know what transpired between you and Chilling with Love. Chilling with Love. She said on her live that y'all knew each other for 6 months. 6 months is a long time, y'all. Thank you, Only Child. I was just bullshitting because you know I'm crazy sometimes. Thank you. I was really distraught last night about the Knicks. I was so distraught last night. When I started ranking, I started laughing. I felt a little better, but the Knicks did me wrong. But I will say this about Chilling with Love, and I will say this about Super. If y'all ever want to use this platform to try to resolve y'all situation, come on, let's do that shit, man. Let's get that shit. Let's get that shit out the motherfucking way. I'm not gonna let her disrespect you. Hell no. I'm not gonna let you disrespect her. Hell no. But if y'all can come up here on this platform and be like, yo, this right here upset us both, I will pray that y'all do that for me and get past it. because you were a great supporter of hers and you didn't do nothing but show her love until something transpired between y'all where y'all, see, I can't tell Super he's wrong for how he feel. I never do that. I can't say Chilling with Love is wrong for how she feels. I'm never gonna do that because I feel adamantly about certain people that have betrayed me. Some people may not feel as though it's betrayal, but when I speak to some certain people about the things that was done to me, especially with a bitch that used to be over here in the chat, excuse me, a woman that used to be over here in the chat, when I speak to certain people, my brothers, my friends, my family about certain things, everybody comes in compliance with like, God, I mean in agreement, like, yo son, the woman is wicked and she's dangerous. So what I chose to do is keep her away from me and I stay away from her. When I see this woman in certain chats, I'm gonna keep it funky with you, y'all. I don't even wanna be in the chat because the bitch is the devil. The bitch is a liar, she's wicked, and somebody is gonna get killed playing with this fucking serpent. And last but not least, I don't fuck with police. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I don't fuck with police and I don't trust the bitch. Like I said, she in everybody chat. She wants a wrench in everybody chat. And I think she working against niggas. I'm wondering, like, why you in so many people chats trying to absorb information from people? Especially a bunch of the people chats that you in, like the Wax APs, like the Eve James, like the Smitty Brims, like the Cosmology Bays. You dig what I'm saying? Like the R&B Tizzles, like all the chats you be in, and then you got these people confused talking about, thank you, love you, babe. That's why I say either people are just not understanding what I'm saying, or they just don't believe me, and that's their prerogative. You ain't gotta believe what I'm saying. You ain't gotta believe what I'm saying, and I ain't one of them niggas that be running around talking about, look at this, because I'm not from that era of record. But first of all, I do have some recordings. I do have some recordings about her disrespecting and texting everybody that I just said. But you know what? God told me, leave it alone. You know why? Because the serpent is very, very manipulative. And I've always told y'all the story about the snake on the side of the fucking road that was busted open, and the farmer took that snake back to his house and nursed that snake back to well-being. And one day that snake jumped up, bit that farmer in the neck, and that farmer was on the ground dying. And he looked at that snake, and when that snake was going out the door, he said, hey, old buddy, why would you bite me in my neck? Why would you do this to me? The farmer laying on the ground dying. The snake looked back at him and said, motherfucker, I was a snake when you picked me up.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it come to mine. I'm cautious, I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. Hold these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Super's 100% right, y'all. He's right. It was a misunderstanding between somebody saying something about Chilling with Love and him, and it never happened. And like Mount Vernon said, he said, so why y'all just can't squash it? We all could be together. I ain't telling you to kiss and make up, but y'all could be cordial with each other, maybe. That's a fact. But you know what? I can't get mad at Super because he care about her. Trust me, I listen to Super when he talks. Super, it's not just her. Somebody broke my nigga heart. So I ain't gonna never play with that. Now, I joke about certain shit. I ain't gonna never play with that. I know what it is to cry. I know what it is to be so fucked up over a person that you can't fucking, I don't know if that's his scenario, but I'm gonna tell you my scenario. I done been so fucked up over a motherfucker where I couldn't even sleep. Like, it's like my stomach couldn't eat, couldn't hold nothing down. If I do fall asleep, I might fall asleep for like 10, 15 minutes. And I've been so tired because I've been worried and upset about the situation I'm going through with the person. 10 minutes seemed like I was sleeping for 20, 30 hours. Let me explain something to you. It's so hard when you miss somebody, and when the nighttime comes, see, it's easy. During the day, you out there hustling, you're going to work, you're interacting with people. But at night, when you got to go to sleep and it's just you, and you think about how much you miss that person, that shit could devastate you. It devastated me to this second, to this day, and that shit happened 100,000 years ago. Just like my baby Bunny in the building. Hey, Bunny. She had a situation, and I didn't catch it the other night, and I didn't address it, and I'm going to say it now. I don't know what the situation was with her and Danny Lux, but I'm going to pray for that to stop, too, because we don't do the disrespecting each other over here, and Bunny been supporting me since she been coming over here. No matter what, no matter who Bunny initially came with, Bunny has always came over here and supported me. So that's the sis right there. I'm dead ass serious. I don't like people going through shit like that, y'all. Don't get it twisted. I joke and play about certain shit, but I really don't like that shit. I really don't like that shit. For real, because it can be pulled out of proportion sometimes because of people's feelings. Now, one thing I will never do is disregard anyone's feelings. Hell fucking no. I can't do that. Because the two people that's going through something, they know what is upsetting them the most. All of us keep things back that we don't want to talk about. We may be embarrassed about. All of us do that shit. Light-skinned baddie, I see you in the building. Do me a favor, Miss Light-skinned baddie. We do not come in here asking about them type of situations. So if you want to come and participate in the chat, say yo peace to the chat. Shout out to Team Guardian. Don't come in here asking about what people is going through. That's the problem with YouTube. Whatever's going on with Super and Chilling with Love, the only reason why I spoke about it is because Super is my brother. Chilling with Love was upset. Whatever they got going through, I want them to work that shit out between them. That ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. Even though certain things were brought to YouTube between them, Big Dice is saying it's completely from my heart. That shit is just, it's not worth it. Oh, my fault, Super. I ain't know. You know, I just wanted to get that shit clear. You know what I'm saying? Because, nah, I don't want nobody doing that. Super's a grown-ass goddamn man. And Chilling with Love is a goddamn grown-ass woman. But if they were, hell no, Super, I ain't dropping no goddamn link. Hell no. Hell no, we ain't going through none of that shit today. Hell fucking no, I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm getting on my damn show right now, typing the goddamn chat. I ain't fucking with you niggas today. Hell no, y'all niggas fucked my goddamn morning up with that bullshit. One of my greatest shows yesterday, one of my greatest lives, I had to take that shit down because of this bullshit. Because when you can tell a motherfucker they look like a piss test, when you can tell somebody they look like they was born in a weed spot, man, I had to take that great live down. That shit was one of my best performances, man. That's a fact. Motherfucker looked like she was born in a goddamn weed spot. Not Chilling with Love. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the person I was talking about. Old fake ass Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Old nasty feet sandals, steel toe boots wearing motherfucker. That was one of my great goddamn shows. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Because I was getting ready to end my live, but I happened to see Super in the background. A lot of times people pull up, I don't see him. I said, oh shit, that's Super. But nope, I ain't going through none of that shit. I love you all. If Chilling with Love pops up and y'all want to get up on this stage, I'd be honored if y'all let me be the mediator between y'all. Actually, if y'all can't do it by yourself, sometimes you need a mediator. Not a person that's gonna be nosy, not a person that's gonna be messy, not a person that's gonna antagonize either parties. See me, I'm not into that shit. I'm not gonna be asking certain questions that nosy motherfuckers wanna hear. I'm gonna be asking the questions that's gonna logically try to bring back people together and resolve their situations. I don't like people going to war with each other. That's just really me. It's a cold-blooded fact. I don't like the war, y'all. And I don't like the beef. I'm really like that. I'm really medieval when it comes to certain shit, but it ain't me no more. Like my family and them be saying, I'm a big teddy bear now. I got family and friends, my homegirls, my cousins, they be like, Dice is a big teddy bear. I'd rather take that description. Because it was times when people say, yo, that nigga Dice is a murderer. Yo, that nigga's a thief. Yo, that nigga kill you. Yo, that nigga's a drug dealer. Yo, that nigga grimy. Yo, don't trust that nigga. That nigga will have you hurt. I don't like them descriptions. I don't. So if people say, yo, Dice is a sweetheart. Yo, Dice is a big baby. Yo, Dice is a teddy bear. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Them type of descriptions about me, I'll take that. I will take all that. But the old Dice, I'm trying to get back to Damon. I'm going to keep it funky with you. Dice get me in trouble. Yo, Chief, salute. I see you in the building. Salute. That's a fact. You heard what he said? Sorry for 2004. That's a fact. You see my man Chief said? Call me Ruben Stutter. I'm sorry for 2004. Ain't nobody bothering Ruben Stutter. Ruben Stutter could walk around the whole goddamn world and give people autographs. Ain't nobody gonna be jumping out no car talking about, yo, son, your word up, son. You try to, you remember when I first came to Utica Avenue? The YouTube? They was calling me Big Dice, the deacon of YouTube. Y'all remember that shit, FTC? Matter of fact, Beaver Valley is the one that gave me the name. Beaver Valley was like, yo, Big Dice, the deacon of Utica, the deacon of YouTube. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Word up. I'm cool with being the deacon of Utica Avenue. I don't want no drama. I don't want no problems. But if I could bring people together, I love to see people happy. That's a fact. I love to see people happy. I don't like to see people arguing. You know why? Because arguing turns to war. But like I was telling y'all earlier, the importance of a man in a household. I spoke about the importance of a man in a household when it comes to young men and myself, because I know what I went through with my mother when the situation with her and my biological father happened. I grew up for years hurting, man. For years hurting over the fact that my father, the person that helped created me, wasn't around. Like, that shit'll make a person go crazy. I can't tell you the mindset, the emotions of a female, but goddamn it, I can tell you the mindset and the emotions of a young man. That shit bothers me to this second right now, to be funky. Oh, I ain't never squashing that shit with Chase. Never. I don't even want to talk about that nigga. Keep it funky with you. He know what it is when I see him. He already know what it is. I don't go fuck what nobody on YouTube. Just like the stupid nigga from the Bronx that did the show. Him and his mother could suck each other off. Because I know that nigga mom's dick is bigger than his. Whoever the dumb nigga, the one that made an 8-minute live, yo, Dice, you's a snake because you tried to tell people Chase was Chase is Ghostface Demond, nigga. I'm gonna say it to everybody in here again. I don't give a fuck if motherfuckers don't want to understand it. The reason why people can't overstand it, because a lot of motherfuckers on YouTube are dumb. They don't have no comprehension skills. They don't have no type of evaluation skills. And they don't have no type of eliminating process skills. See, first of all, some niggas is just stupid. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. They're not stupid. They're uncomprehensive. They're uncomprehensive. But like I said, if you come up on here and we have a conversation, I'm not going to feed into your personal business. I'm not going to do that because that's what YouTube want to see. I'm not going to be up here, yo, who do you like on YouTube? Who do you want to fight on you? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard on YouTube. That's why I told artists, I said, yo, artists, man, stop doing that show, man, because it's not looking right. But artists, he got the right to do what he want to do. He said, I feel how I feel, Dice. It's just, it don't look right. So I don't participate in it. I don't participate in it. And I don't know who gave artists, like I said, I ain't even gonna talk about that. I just don't participate in it. I know who I am as a person. I know what I want over here on this platform, and I know what I want over here as a conglomerate in the form of people. I want us to be able to respect each other, to joke, to laugh. Shit, if we gotta cry together, we can cry together, but we gonna do that shit on our terms as family. I'm not with the sucker shit. That's why niggas a snake. First of all, my nigga, whoever this dumbass nigga from the Bronx and his goddamn mother's dick is bigger than his, I'm gonna say this to you again in the words of China, suck your mother. Suck your mother with extra Gleek sauce. Because you probably was bathed by a transgender for the last, when you turn 9 years old, your mother probably had a transgender bathing you. That's why you act the way you act, you dirty ass nigga. You can tell you dirty by your YouTube background. First of all, I don't even trust no nigga that ain't got no background on YouTube. I don't trust that shit. You walking around outside like you in Desert Storm and shit, nigga. Go suck your mother kneecaps, pussy. I know your mother got dirty kneecaps. I know she got dirty elbows. Y'all see how clean my elbows is? I told y'all I don't trust no woman with no dirty ass elbows. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Just like Bunny, that's my baby, y'all. I fuck with Bunny. I don't give a fuck how people be coming at Bunny. Bunny ain't did shit to me. And I'm not gonna go with her because people, I don't even know why people be going at Bunny, to tell you the truth. Because Bunny make me laugh. She got a smart mouth, don't get it twisted. She ain't no fucking sucker. And she got a right to stand on her motherfucking law. But anytime Bunny came up on the stage chilling with us, y'all, I don't know about nobody else's shows. I'm gonna let that be known right now. I seen Bunny one time on, I seen her on Mob Ties. Talking to Liddy. I didn't like the way he was going at her, but she held her own. And the only thing I heard her say, she didn't even raise her voice. She was like, yo, why do y'all keep taking me down? She said, if you're so infatuated with the fact to speak about me, she said, at least let me up on the stage to defend myself. I don't see nothing wrong with that. AP said, artists is as dumb as a bag of rocks. Oh, shit. Yo, AP, you know what? I can't knock you. You know what? From what I see about my nigga artists, I gotta be fair, non-biased. Naive to certain situations, yes, that's artists. Very naive, because I don't think that he just wants people to war. Even though a lot of questions that he asks are very invasive. Questions I feel as though that he should not ask. Because it looks messy. But that's just things that I wouldn't do to somebody. You dig what I'm saying? And that's his platform. If you pay attention to this, when my nigga artist is up there talking about some upliftment shit, like the way how they disrespected Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin had a song that was there for years. Giving him something he can feel. Oh. They took that song down because of the LGBTQ. How you say that shit? Y'all know how to say it. Respectfully to them. LBGQ plus. I don't know how to say the shit. So sorry. Somebody help me with it because I don't want nobody to think I'm playing. Artists got a lot of great stuff to say, man. I remember he fucked me up. To this day, the one that really fucked me up is when he was like, when do you ever see birds not in trees? Now down here in the South, you see birds on electrical cords just sitting there. And he said the reason why they sitting there is because they're recharging. And I thought about that shit. I go outside and see these goddamn birds on the cable outside. The motherfuckers just sitting there like they in the bathroom. I say, yo, this is really some interesting shit to think about. I remember he did the show about the balloon that came from China. He said, yo, how the fuck did that goddamn so-called weather balloon get all the way from China to the United States, the size of 5 school buses without being knocked down out the air. Word up. Yeah! That's a fact. And all, if you really, if you listen to Artist Morrison, Artist just wants a poppin' YouTube page. That's it. That's it. And like, Artist is a daredevil. He said it a many amount of times, I just do shit because I'm crazy. He even said it, Tizzle be telling me to slow down. He said, I don't care. My nigga got a lot of shit on his heart. From the part that I do know about Artists and certain things that he has said to me and we've spoke about, my man got a lot of pain on his heart. He a good dude. As far as him just waking up wanting to see somebody hurt, nah, because if he was like that, I would have been saw it. But Artist he's doing what y'all want to do. When Artist is up there chilling, it might be 7 people in the building. I think that makes Artist feel less important as far as his worthiness on YouTube. Just my opinion. But I notice when he has people up there that's going at each other, like somewhat like the Clash of the Titans, you'll get 80, 90, 100 people in the building, and then you'll see Artie go, yo, we got 100 people in the building, hit the like button, yo, we got 90 people. He's getting excited to the crowd that's in the building. Me personally, it could be 4 of us in here, it could be 100 of us in here, it could be 1 of us in here. I'm not really concerned with that, y'all. I've been that nigga since I was a kid. I don't even like crowds no more, y'all. That's how Sonny got killed in the Bronx Tale, sitting in his motherfucking bar, laughing and joking. A crowd of people. And that man that he killed maybe 16, 17 years ago, the man's son comes right up in the motherfucking bar and sneaks right up to Sonny and shoots him in the back of the motherfucking head. Y'all don't remember that?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Other than me.
I'm not getting it wrong, Super. I understand what you're saying. I just don't want to hear about her all day, my nigga. Like, you've been typing about this shit for 40 minutes. Leave that shit the fuck alone, my nigga. Like you said, if you want to go to your channel and roast, more than welcome. I'll be over there. You know what I'm saying? I wish you don't do it. I hope you don't do it. But it's not that, bruh. Whatever got you talking, typing paragraphs like you writing a backup book for Roots for the fast 40 minutes, that shows right there that you have some concern for. So if you got some concern for, just work the shit out. Be an adult. Both of y'all sit down and have a conversation. Yo, I'm sorry I upset you. Yo, I'm sorry I upset you. It's over. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. I'm not gonna front. If I was around somebody for 6 months, you dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. I know 6 months is a long time. I grow fond of somebody. Shit, it's Michael Jackson. It ain't nothing but Michael Jackson, man. It ain't nothing, man. It's really, really nothing, y'all. We gotta think about something, man. It's nothing, y'all, man. We gotta think about, man. Life is too motherfucking short, y'all. Let me show you what y'all need to do, man. YouTube, let me explain something to you. YouTube fair usage, man. Let's go. Let me tell you what y'all need to do.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation.
Let's go.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation.
That's right. That's right.
I'm calling all you party people. Come on, get up and dig that funk I have.
Come on now. Act like we in a house party,
I
y'all.
have a funky sensation.
Let's go, y'all. Shake that music, y'all. Let's
You
go.
see people like me.
What he said?
Need people like you to
Come together.
and enjoy the funky beat.
Let's go.
Take your time, relax your mind. Come on, and dig my funky sensation. Hey. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Take your time and relax your mind, baby.
Y'all don't know nothing about it,
Ooh,
baby.
yeah.
Come
The
on.
funky sensation.
Watch that breakdown, y'all. Watch that breakdown, y'all. Let's go, Hank. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Break the breakdown, y'all. Watch this breakdown. Check it out, y'all.
This funk is like an extra strength pain reliever. I make it feel better than you ever did before.
Let's go.
It is the beat indication. It is the funk revelation. People, come on, enjoy my funky sensation. It's just a matter of time.
Huh?
But first you must relax your mind. Come on.
Come on, y'all.
Shake it, but don't break it. I'm calling all you party people. Come on and dig this funky sensation. Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come on, y'all. I had to catch myself just now, y'all. I had to catch myself because I needed that motherfucking funky sensation. You heard what she said? Doom, 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 doom. That motherfucker said it's an extra strength feeling. It's an extra strength feeling, y'all. You gotta come together. I ain't go front, y'all. I love music. I love fucking music. And I took it down. Oh, hold on. Let me get this straight, y'all. I'm a fault. Super just said something. That was one of my best lives, y'all. Y'all, that shit got me mad, Super. What the fuck you talking about? You mad, nigga? What the fuck? I'm mad, too. That was one of my best lives. I never thought of no joke like that. When I said that woman looked like she was born in a weed spot, that shit made me laugh harder. Yo, when you can say something and you can make yourself laugh, yo, let me tell y'all something. I'm telling you something right there. I like to laugh, y'all. And y'all ain't never heard no joke like that. She looked like she was born in a weed spot. Y'all ain't never heard no shit like that. Yo, Bunny, we ain't talking about chilling with love. We talking about the fake Muslim. Yo, Bunny, I told her she looked like a piss test. I told her she looked like urine. You dig what I'm saying? I told her her hands smell like barbecue sauce. You ain't never heard no shit like that, y'all. That was one of my greatest classics ever. You dig what I'm saying? I was getting ready to end the live. I seen Super and I pulled him up. And Super, you keep saying, let me explain some to you, Super. It's only obvious who you be talking about. Every time, Super, you come up on this damn stage, you start talking about a Melly Mel, a Aunt Mecca, or these chicks that was up. You know what? I don't want to hear that bullshit, my nigga. Everything you talking about, we already know what happened. You're talking about shit from when I first got on YouTube. Yo, when you let the girls up here, man, fuck all that bullshit, man. I ain't thinking about them like that. Motherfuckers don't move me like that, bro. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I'm a fly big nigga, you dig what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna front. To the ladies in the building, let me get some hype, let me get some hearts. I'm a sexy motherfucker if y'all agree. I don't want none of you niggas putting no goddamn hearts up. Nigga, you got my goddamn number. You got my number, girl. What the fuck you talking about? We need a FaceTime and you got my goddamn number. Call the goddamn phone. You know you can call my phone whenever you motherfucking want to, man. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Don't do that to me. You know how I feel about you. Don't do that. Even though you get on my nerves, you know I love you to death. Don't do that, man. For real. You got my goddamn number. Stop that shit. Dog Soldier, wop my youth. Big Kevin Jones, salute my youth. Bombo Clyde, yeah! Rastafari. You see that? Bunny said it. I'm sexy. I don't give a fuck. Bunny said it. Bunny said, diggle your heart, Dice. That's why I fuck with Bunny. Bunny could be saying herself, Dice, you as ugly as Captain motherfucking Hook. But at least she lied to me good. Shit, lie to me all right. It's all right. Tell me I'm sexy, even if you don't believe it. God damn it. Should have made me smile, you know what I'm saying? Because I done seen some ugly motherfuckers. And I done told them, you know you're beautiful, right, girl? Because if I don't see something that I may be attracted to, I'm being serious right now, y'all. Just because I may not have an attraction or physical attraction to you, that don't mean you're not beautiful. That don't mean you're not beautiful. That might mean, quote unquote, you didn't find your way yet. You didn't find your coordination with your attire. Maybe you didn't find your coordination with your hairstyle. Maybe you didn't find your coordination with your makeup. That don't mean you're not beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just because a person may not be attractive to you from the physical aspect, what about the person's heart? What about the person's heart? To me, see, that's what fucked me up back in the days, y'all. I'ma keep it funky. Running around wanting to chase them baddies and keeping them baddies. Them baddies don't even brush their motherfucking teeth half the time. I'ma keep it funky. Y'all don't want to admit this shit. Your dog, tell them. Some of the baddest bitches, when they get up in the morning, they won't even wash their fucking ass. That's a fact. You dig what I'm saying? All that shit got my heart broke. I ain't gonna lie to you, chasing the wrong things, man. A motherfucker, she's so beautiful where she got on all the fly clothes, but she don't even know how to cook. She can't even make me an egg and cheese sandwich. She can't even make me a decent breakfast. She can't even take some motherfucking, some cold cut meat and fold it up nicely and evenly spread mayonnaise on a piece of bread and give me some lettuce and some tomatoes and cut the shit in half and give me something to drink. Some people, I need your heart. I need your fucking heart. I don't give a fuck about that beauty, because if I got your heart and you got my heart, I'm gonna tear your ass up. I might even eat some pussy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I ain't gotta eat no pussy, you know, because I'm from the era. I got a dick game. But if I love you like that, I will yum on that burger for you. You don't know nothing about that lip control, ladies. Y'all don't know nothing about that lip control. That goes to the ladies. That ain't to you niggas. Check it out, ladies. Check it out. It's another speed to it. Now, if I hit you with this one, I have you acting like you in a goddamn kung fu movie in the 80s. Yo, I don't care about that shit, y'all. I used to be the one thinking that looks was all that. Looks ain't shit. Looks just make the situation better. But it don't make nobody happy. Because number one, when you get older, that fat ass that we was chasing, that shit is gonna depreciate. Them beautiful titties that we love, them shits is gonna fall. Our skin is gonna start to sag. You dig what I'm saying? But when you got a motherfucker that's gonna love you when they might have to help you in and out of a tub, when you might not be able to wash your own ass, you might not even be able to control your bowels, and a motherfucker look at you, first of all, you embarrassed, you be done shitted on yourself or some shit like that. When you get older and the person that you chose to be in your life will look at you and say, baby, don't worry about that shit. Come on, let's go to the shower. Let's go to the tub. Let me run you a hot bath water. Let me let you soak. I don't want nobody looking with me saying, damn, this nigga done shitted on himself again. I gotta clean up this shit again. Fuck, why you always shitting on yourself? I don't want nobody like that around me, man. Oh, no, you right. You right. You ain't never lied. I don't date ugly chicks. You're right. I don't date ugly chicks. But I was not talking about physical appearances. Let me learn you something, young blood. When I mean ugly, I mean your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say the word ugly, I'm not talking about physical appearances, because beauty is deeper than me. Beauty is much more deeper than me, y'all. I'm not talking about your physical experience. I'm talking about your attitude. You're being nasty. Your motherfucking lack of a compassion for somebody. The fact that you feel as though you don't have to put effort into a relationship. The fact that you don't have to put effort into somebody's feelings. That's what I mean by ugly. Oh shit, she said her sister pregnant. Well, you about to be an aunt. That's a beautiful thing. Can you feel it? Matter of fact, you're gonna make me put on the song I had in the background. She about to be an aunt, y'all. Fair YouTube usage. Y'all ready? Let's rock right quick. Come on. Y'all don't know nothing about no motherfucking young Michael Jackson. That was before the nose surgery, nigga. That was before the nerve surgery. And yes, you're right. Super said, he said, son, you said it on, yo, Super, you need some help, man. Let me explain something to you. Super, you need some help. I keep trying to tell you, our minds is different, brother. We got totally different minds. I come from a beautiful woman, y'all. Yes, I come from a beautiful woman. And I do not want no goddamn raggedy daggedy on my motherfucking arms. That's a fact. But let me explain something to you. Certain things are just physical at the time, man. I'm not a young boy no more. When I was young, I used to be on some fly shit. Yeah, I kept the baddest of the baddest. All them bitches is gone. I should have had me a motherfucking person that was less attractive. I should have had me a motherfucker maybe that was less attractive. I might have not went through the shootouts, the arguments, the aggravation. This nigga wanting to fuck her. That nigga wanting to fuck her. You know, a lot of them super bad chicks is messy like a motherfucker. They always in somebody's shit. They feel as though they better. They feel as though they don't have to respect nobody because it's always a bunch of simp-ass niggas in the world that want to just pay them to be in their presence. I fucked up too. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm trying to tell y'all who I am today. Today. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at nobody for... First of all, man, you could be green. You could be green with one leg and bald-headed. If you can make my motherfucking stomach flutter, if you can make me think about you when I'm not around you, and if you could have the impression in my head that every time I'm away from you, you thinking about me, and when I get back around you, you're gonna treat me like a motherfucking king, you got me locked. You got me locked. Oh, she said I have to get the baby. Why you gotta get the baby? She said, my crazy sister, I have to get, oh, yeah, because of certain mental aspects. I respect that. I respect that. But you know what? You're a good mother. That's what God chose. Yo, let me tell you something. Just because you don't understand why it's happening don't mean it's not supposed to happen. Yeah, your sister's having a child, but God, the Most High, knows who you are. Your sister's child is going to be your niece or your nephew. And the way you love, it's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. You might not understand this. That baby might be something to help complete some things that's bothering you. Don't never look at God and wonder why. That's a question of an 85%er, man. That's a question of an 85%er. For real. It's gonna be all right. You can handle it. Nigga, you deployed. You somewhere busting your goddamn gun. You done shot people. You a goddamn gangster. You raising 2 boys by yourself, doing a hell of a motherfucking job by that. You think that's gonna stop you? That ain't gonna do nothing but, all that's gonna do is polish your crystal. All it's gonna do is dust off your Mikasa. All it's gonna do is just, it's just gonna clean your porcelain. It's gonna make you glow stronger and harder. Seriously. Yeah, I remember that. She said, remember that she burnt my house down. But you gotta remember this too. She's also suffering from mental illness. Ain't that some shit? She's also suffering from mental illness. Everybody don't deal with things the same way, y'all. That's just like me. Let me explain something to you. Y'all think I was always calm like this? I wasn't. I wasn't. I was B.A. Baracus crazy. I'm talking about B.A. Baracus, the A-team. Don't like getting on airplanes, walking around with a bunch of jewelry, and busting my goddamn gun with anything that said my name. That's what I meant by B.A. Baracus, A-team crazy. That shit ain't get me no fucking where. That shit got me suffering from PTSD. That shit got me suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. On top of the depression state that I'm dealing with from losing my beautiful mother, my grandmother, my grandfather, my father, all my friends. Shit, I'm a goddamn nutcase, y'all. It's God that keeps me together. I'm that spool of thread that you just need to leave rolled up. I'm making sense to y'all? You know, if you get a spool of thread, a ball of thread of yarn, do you know if you just let that thread and that ball just roll all over the place, it's going to be a long string of mess all through your house? I'd rather just have it be rolled up. I have it be rolled up. And then my heart is a little more forgiving now. She said, I'll have a life one day. She said, I wanted my pig. Well, God damn it, when you come back, come get me. I'm coming to B-More. When you get back, let me know when you back. God damn it, I come babysit. Fuck it. Fuck it. Dionne Warwick said that. That's what friends are for. I love the kids. I love the kids. You know why? Because I believe the children are the future. And I ain't Whitney Houston. I really believe the children are the future. Look what's going on with our kids right now. First of all, our kids is gone. Our kids is fucking out here gone. They're killing faster than we would have ever imagined. You know why? Because of the lack of the unity in the household, the lack of the family upbringing and structure. A lot of kids is out there doing them things because they hurting. They in pain. And the love that they needed, the nourishment they needed in the household, that sometimes they can't get because mom's got to work 2 jobs, because pops got to work. Oh, no, I see you in the building, because pops ain't there, or pops got to work 2 jobs, or pops is locked up. The love that we needed in the crib, we didn't understand that the reason why we couldn't get the nutrients we wanted the way we were supposed to, because our parents was either gone or in the streets paying bill. What we did, we got in the street and we thought we was getting love when we got around other children. But some of them other kids we got around was much more severely damaged than we would ever be. And we adapted to them. We adapted to their pain. We adapted to that shit. Oh shit, my man don't even got a pair of sneakers. Yo, let me tell you something. I got a beating one time, right? Because one of my friends, God bless the dead, Glenn Ford, he didn't have sneakers to wear to motherfucking Yogi Berra. We used to go to Yogi Berra on Sundays. You know, hot dogs, movies, interaction, shit for the kids, arts and crafts and shit like that. My man Glenn didn't want to go. It was free. He didn't want to go because he didn't have no sneakers. So I had like 4 or 5 pair of sneakers, you know what I'm saying? And I gave him a pair of I had a pair of David Robinsons and I gave them to him. They wasn't no brand new sneakers. They might have been about 3 months old. My mother said, is you crazy, nigga? My mother wanted to whip my ass and was about to beat my ass. She said, nigga, I paid $112 for them damn sneakers. Who the fuck do you think you is giving away something that I paid for? And then I told her, I said, Ma, he don't got no sneakers. She said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. The fuck is you giving this nigga my goddamn hard-earned money for? I say, yo, Ma, his mom's getting high, man. A lot of times, Ma, why you think he over here? Because he don't know where his mom's at. Why you think he over here saying, Miss McLeod, can I have something to eat? Why you think he always over here, yo, Miss McLeod, can I spend the night tonight? Is it okay with you, Miss McLeod, if I stay over here? Because nobody was in his house. How the fuck you 10 years old and 11 years old in an apartment by yourself? Left to fend for yourself because your mother is not there. Your father's in jail. Your mom's is not there. Is she a bad mother? No, she wasn't no bad mother. Miss Carolyn was one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, but she also suffered from addiction. She was suffering from addiction pertaining to alcohol. And she was suffering from addiction pertaining to crack cocaine. So a lot of times when she was supposed to be doing things like taking them school shopping, cooking food, going up to parent-teacher night. She was overwhelmed by the addictions. The addictions was more important to her than her obligations and her responsibilities as a mother. Did I hate her for that? At times I did. Because I used to always say, damn, Glenn can't never go home. He always over here. But then as I got older, I thought about it. Like when I went to his house and went in his apartment one time, and what I saw when I went in that apartment let me know I never wanted to go in that apartment again. When I walked in his house, it was just a dark aura in the house. And number one, I never forget it because the walls in the apartment were painted burgundy. The walls was burgundy, the kitchen was yellow, and the bathroom was like a turquoise, a blue, something like this hat. The house was just, it was a dark energy in the house. And his grandmother had passed away in that same house. You see that? You see what she said? First day of school, the little boy had nothing in it. I had my son go to get him a school package. See, that's what good people do. That's what good people do, y'all. You see what my man AP said? Damn, son. You know why he probably said damn? Because I know he knows somebody in the same situation. Or he knew somebody in the same situation when he may have been young. We don't look at the shit that we need to be paying attention to. We can't understand that shit as motherfucking children. Imagine that shit, you come home and your mother ain't home. You don't know where your mother at. This wasn't the cell phone era, y'all. It wasn't no cell phones back then where you can pick up a phone and be like, yo, Ma, where you at? Yo, Ma, you coming home? Nah, it wasn't no cell phone era. It wasn't no caller ID era. And what I knew about his mother is just from things that I knew because of the way I seen her interact in the street and the way people talked about Miss Carolyn, may she rest in peace. But what he knew as his mother, that was his mom's. I can't imagine my mother having to fuck to get high. I can't imagine no shit like that. My mother was a bougie woman. My mother was intelligent. I can't imagine my mom's giving oral sex to somebody because she wants a tray or she wants a dime of crack. I can't imagine no shit like that. But I can imagine that shit when it comes to some of my friends. I got friends, mothers. I can't even tell you some of the things that they wanted to do or they offered to do to me for crack. For crack. I did some shit that I was so ashamed of. I'm about 15 years old, y'all. Selling crack. And my man mom's, one of my friend's mothers. Shit is fucked up what I'm about to say. One of my friend's mothers, we knew she was addicted to crack, but she was bad as a motherfucker. She was light-skinned, had the nice shape and all that. And that woman used to give me oral sex at least twice a week for crack. For a 2 for $5, y'all. For 2 031s, for a 2 for $5, nigga moms used to be sucking me off. When I think about that shit now, I'm so disgusted. Because as a young child, 15 years old, thinking I'm grown, see, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna tell the truth. There were certain older women in the neighborhood when I grew up, I used to fantasize about them like, oh shit, I would love to hump her. That's before we was into the category of fucking and being players and all that. That woman damn near raised me and she had no problem with performing oral sex on me for crack cocaine. I mean, this shit is fucked up even talking about this shit, man. Where it became a routine. Where it became a routine, y'all. Where she would walk through the block, and if she wasn't giving me head for 2 for $5, God bless the dead my man Cop, she was giving my man Cop a head for the 2 for $5. If it wasn't copper, she was up the block sucking off Mr. Tucker for the 2 for $5. If she wasn't fucking off Mr. Tucker, she was fucking with Jamaican Keith on Park Place for the 2. Yo, this the type of shit I was raised with, y'all. I don't know this goofy shit these niggas be on YouTube talking about. I am not them and they will never be fucking me. That lady wasn't no bad person. Lady wasn't no bad person. You see what my man Hank said? Shout out to my nigga Hank. He said my parents were on crack. I seen the horrors. But they was good fucking people. It was good people. The government, yo, let me tell you something about this motherfucking government. It's the most dangerous motherfucking entity in this world. Very dangerous. They knew what they was doing when they dropped that crack off in the 80s. First of all, they dropped crack off in a neighborhood that was filled with just poor people, man. I'm gonna leave it like that. A lot of people don't know how to read. A lot of people don't know how to write. A lot of people don't know how to comprehend. But they knew how to get high. They knew how to try to escape their realities. It's people doing that shit the motherfucking day. Y'all act like y'all ain't never. It's motherfucker. What do you think the motherfuckers out there doing them perk 30s? What do you think them people out there doing that cocaine? People out there doing that motherfucking fentanyl. People like myself smoking bud. People that's addicted to motherfucking alcohol. What you think they doing that shit for? When I burned my weed, I got that from the Rastafarians and the Dread. It's like a connection of being high to the Most High. To see things more clearer, to be able to navigate certain situations. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Trying to escape certain realities. At least for an hour or two. To bring it back, to maybe when we come back down, we can look at a better way, like I said, to navigate through this evil world that we in. Motherfuckers don't want to talk the truth. People don't want to talk the truth. People have problems. The murders. You know how many people are fucked up because their brother got killed? You know how many people fucked up because their father got killed? You know how many people fucked up because their mother got killed? I ain't said died, I said killed. You know how many people fucked up because their moms had to go to the jail, their fathers had to go? I'm tired of hearing, yo, my pops was locked up. You understand what I'm saying to you? Y'all better start looking at the realities of shit and stop worrying about the bullshit. The bullshit has got y'all mind fucked. The bullshit has got y'all mind fucked. Just like this gentleman that did the show about me talking about when I said something about calling Sonny Blanco a devil. I never called Sonny Blanco no devil. Never called him no devil. Never. People just took that and ran with it. What I said, that is the spirit of the fucking devil. I never called that man no devil. What do I call him a devil for? I said that was the spirit of the devil. And what I meant by that is it's a wicked-ass, demonic, devilish spirit on YouTube. A lot of people don't want to act on it, but I can see it. I can feel it. I can see that shit and I can feel that shit. And then when I speak about it, because my grandmother always told me, when you feel the spirit of the devil, when you see the spirit of the devil, you say, Shaitan, you be devil, be gone. My grandmother, if she thought the devil was around you, she used to run for her bottle of olive oil. My grandmother had a bottle of olive oil that she kept on a Bible that was prayed up if she thought the devil was around you. Shit, you know how many times my friends come in my grandmother's house and she'd be like, before y'all go outside, come here. She grabbed that bottle, put that olive oil on her head, put it on my head in the name of Jesus. On my friend's head, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. I don't care if it was 2 friends, 3 friends, 10 friends. My grandmother said, come here. People used to be scared of my grandmother because they knew that if my grandmother saw you, she loved you so much and she was going to put that olive oil, the same spot where you see this flower, she put that olive oil on my motherfucking head. And my friends used to be running around looking like Indians because they had olive oil glowing on the patch of their head. They used to be like, man, we hate going to Dice's grandmother's house. But y'all didn't understand, my grandmother had HBO, she had WHT, and we had Yo Raps back in the days. So my friends used to come to the crib just to watch MTV Raps, Yo Raps and all that. But you couldn't get past my grandmother. If she felt as though the devil was around you, that mother, God knows my grandmother went and got that olive oil in the name of Jesus. I used to think she was crazy. You see what motherfucker Always a Queen said? She said, my mother was addicted to heroin. At 15, I was born addicted to heroin and vowed to give my child a better life. See, some of us over here deal with reality. There's a bunch of motherfuckers on this shit that's caught up in that Willy Wonka world. My man Nerd said, the 90s was jacked up. Parents didn't give a fuck. They was partying like they were still young. Hell, I even saw my moms in the morning, then wouldn't see her until the next day. You see what type of situations that we all are still dealing with as adults. As adults. That's just like Chilling with Love. Yo, she said some shit on one of her lives. And I said, oh, shit. It didn't hit me. She said something on her live that made me think about my mom. So is my mother a hoe? I'm going to ask y'all straight up and down. Everybody, I respect your opinion. Was my mother a hoe? My mother was in love with a man. And she felt obligated to him because he stepped up for a responsibility that my father didn't want to step up for. But check this out. My father was the man that stepped up that I call my father, Ronald Young, that wasn't my biological. My mother knew who he was. That nigga was a goddamn gangster, y'all. Went to jail for murdering a police officer. Came home, was working in the Veterans Administration. Because my father was in Vietnam. See, first of all, they taught my father the animalistics of murder. They taught him how to get high. He was 16 years old and he was sent to fucking Vietnam to fight. Born and raised in Chicago. My pop's father really ran with King Von's grandfather. Chi-Town. My grandmother's name is Ethel Sanders, man. Ask about her. My grandmother sold cocaine and guns all her fucking life. My grandmother on my pop's side sold cocaine and guns all her fucking life. They told my pops at 16, either go to jail for 5 years or go fight for your country. So he chose to go to the Navy. But he didn't know what he was signing the fuck up for. He didn't know about the killings, the murder, the morphine, the heroin that they gave them to stay up. He didn't know about the nightmares he would have when he came back home. When they dropped him back off into the United States and they told him, oh, you can't kill no more, even though you done killed for 4 years straight. From 16 to 20, 21, my father was in Vietnam murdering shit. But then when they brought him back to the United States of America, they said, oh, you can't kill no more. Nope, you can't get high no more. You have to be a regular citizen. So how the fuck could he be a regular citizen if you don't give him no help? If you don't put him in a rehab? Just like a lot of veterans that came over here. How can they be regular after you trained them to be murderers? You trained them to be murderers and you addicted them to these fucking problems, these opioids and these heroins. You turned them into junkies. But then when they get back, you turn your back on them. My father used to tell me certain stories, man, that was horrifying about the war. But he still found time to love my mother. He still found time to love me. But then there was a time when my pops, that addiction came back on him and he fell addicted to crack. My father had a child with a woman right around the corner from my mother's house. I came home one day from out of town in Syracuse. My mother was down here in North Carolina. And the lady that my father decided to be creeping with and have a child with, she was sitting on my mother's bed. I beat her with a fucking bat. I beat her with a bat. I came in the crib. My father's so stupid. He thinking I'm in Syracuse, so he thinking I'm not in New York. He don't even know I popped up in town. This nigga left the woman that he was fucking sitting in my mother's room on her bed because my mother was in North Carolina. When I walked in that crib, she said, Ronald, what took you so long? And when I happened to look and seen it was her, I went right to my room and got a bat and I tried to kill her. How dare you be in my motherfucking mother house? How dare you sit on my mom's bed? Is you crazy, bitch? Is you out your fucking mind? And I tried to kill her. Yeah. I beat her with that bat like I would beat a bear. Yeah. 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 Got locked up over the shit and the whole shit. Now look how that whole event started. Look at that whole term of events. That chain of events that started because of my father's addiction. He didn't have that woman in the fucking crib because he was trying to disrespect my mom's. That woman was in the crib because the nigga lost himself. He wasn't no longer my superhero. Nigga was addicted to crack cocaine, yo. And the woman that he was cheating with, she was addicted to crack cocaine. And what he thought he was doing was being slick. He wasn't even thinking. See, let me tell you something about them drugs. That crack had my motherfucking pop so fucked up. He disregarded the fact that somebody on our block would see him going in and out of our building with another lady. He didn't care about that shit. He was getting high. He wasn't thinking about the repercussions of that. He didn't think that I was he didn't think that I would walk in the house and see her. He never thought about me going to jail. He never thought about me assaulting her. I could have killed that woman that day, man. I could have killed that woman that day. Thank God that I didn't. But when I saw her sitting on my mother's bed, I wanted to. I was so enraged, I said, this bitch is crazy. By then, my moms had already knew my pops was going through his shit. So my moms wasn't fucking him no more. My mom's was doing her thing. I heard my pops talking, that's why you ain't here with me, because you out there giving somebody else some loving. My mother never said yes or no, but my mother was tired. My mom's was tired, y'all. Crying, hurting, looking for her man. Let me tell you something. My pops got so addicted to crack before he lost his job. See, back in the days, let me walk y'all down memory lane, you dig? Back in the days, you can go to the doctor's office. There was bootleg doctors in the office, and for $50, you can get a doctor's note. Meaning that if you went into an office, you didn't even have to have an ailment. If you went into an office, we had a doctor named Mr. Sunshine, that if you gave him $50, he would write a motherfucking prescription for you for drugs, or he would write a doctor's note for you to take to your job to make sure you don't lose your job. You know how many times my mom's, before she went to work, she made sure she had to be late to go to work. Because if my mother wasn't on that train by 7 o'clock, 7:15, she was going to be late to go to her job. But the doctor's office then opened at 8:30. You know how many times my mom's, I had to walk with my mother to the fucking doctor's office for her to sit in front of a doctor in a room full of people, to her to get a note that she could take to my pop's job for he wouldn't lose his job. You know what type of embarrassment I seen in my mother's fucking face? Where she had to go spend her hard-earned money because my father was addicted to crack. She didn't even know the fuck my pops was most of the time once he started getting high. So what was she supposed to do? Just sit up? She needed affection too. She needed attention. She wasn't no whore in my eyes, but some of y'all might say she was a whore because she went and found her little motherfucking friend too. Yeah! Yeah! My mom's went and found her motherfucking friend too that knocked that little man out the motherfucking boat. Was my mother a hoe because she was alone, because she was yearning for an affection and a touch from a man, because the man that she was in love with and the man that she chose to marry had fell victim to crack cocaine? Deep down inside, she still loved him. So she said she's going to try to see this through. She's going to work it out. But see, that see this through, work it out turns from 6 months to a year, from a year to 3 years, from 3 years to 5 years, to 5 years to 7 years, 7 years to 10 years, and so forth and so forth. So when people was talking about chilling with love and how long she was married and how she was doing this, y'all ain't got no motherfucking right to talk about nothing if you don't know the fucking extremities of that fucking household. Because if that's the case, y'all calling my mother a hoe. And I dare you. That's the case, you calling my mom's a hoe. Because she was married to a man for a bunch of years and she was tired. And she was tired. My motherfucking father was smoking crack so much, y'all, he broke into the Woolworth on Utica Avenue. And when the police caught him and his friend, Mr. Ron, let me tell you how much crack had my pops fucked up. My pops jumped off the roof and broke his leg and tried to get a lawsuit. He said the police threw him off the roof. That's what crack did to my fucking family. China, I see you in the building. Salute. No, I'm not making excuses, Super. You got to start being so evil, my nigga, and open your heart, bruh. I'm not making excuses, especially when it come to my moms. I don't give a fuck how you or nobody else. I ain't making no fucking excuses. I'm telling the fucking truth. See, a lot of people today, you know the problem with motherfuckers today? Motherfuckers don't want to stick it out with people. Let me tell you what my mother told me. One of the greatest things my mother told me, you don't never leave a motherfucker when they down. You don't leave nobody when they on their fucking knees. You don't do that. That shows the character of you. You do not leave nobody when they're down. The least you can do is think about the good times when y'all was up and you help them or assist them to get them back on their feet. Now, when they get back on their feet, when they can walk again, when my mother don't have to give you an allowance no more because you want to buy some beer, or she don't have to give you allowance because you want to pack a Cool Mouse, or she don't want to have to give you no allowance because deep down in her heart, she knows you's addicted to drugs, but my moms don't want to see you go to jail because if she don't give you $30 or $40 to go out there and get no crack, she know you gonna rob somebody or break into a motherfucking store. That's not foolish. That's what you call love. Kevin Jones, salute. That's love, man. Let me tell you something. My pops, they told him in 1993, they said, yo, if you don't stop smoking crack, you're gonna die. These is facts. Now, if you want to hear the truth about me, I ain't got no problem telling you the truth. Fuck the lies. Hear it from my mouth. They told my pops in 1993, goddamn it, if you don't stop smoking crack, you gonna die, nigga. You know what my pops did when he came out the hospital? He went and bought some crack. He went and bought some crack. That nigga ain't stopped smoking crack. That nigga smoked more crack because he told me something. He said at that point of his life, this is what he told his son, his stepson, his son. He said, nigga, I wanted to die. He said, I wanted to die. He said, I knew your mother didn't love me no more. He said, shit, you didn't even have the respect for me that you had. I tried to kill my pops when I caught him stealing drugs from me. Me and my man, yeah, we jumped my father. Yeah, my pops was taking crack from us. I caught my pops stealing from me. And me and my man tried to put that nigga in a hospital, yo. Another thing in my heart that I'm so sad for. I damn near tried to kill my pops over drugs because of the principle of it. Nobody taking nothing from me, but that was my father. I ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. So he kept smoking crack, and in 1995, let me tell you what God did. God didn't kill him, because God knew if that would have killed him, that would have destroyed my mother. Well, what he did do, he gave him a stroke, and that stroke paralyzed my father on the left side. Now check this out. Look how God worked. When my father got that stroke in 1995, he no longer, cold turkey, stopped smoking crack. But check this out. It took for him to have a stroke, for him to lose control of the left side of his body, and when he couldn't even talk no more. Now my pops can't even talk because of the stroke. His speech got him fucked up. So now he got to write everything motherfucking down. That's in 1995. And if y'all pay attention to me, 7 years later, I lost my motherfucking mother. You know what he wrote me one day? I came in the crib. My father was sitting on the bed after we buried my mother, and he was holding a picture of my mother just going, damn. Like he would go, damn, damn. Like you could hear my father say certain words like, fuck, bitch. Because he used to curse out the people from the home attendant all the time. But he was sitting there shaking his head going, damn, damn. Crying. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? The man took the pad because remember I told you when he had that stroke, he had to write down everything that he wanted to say to you. And he said, crack made me forget about you and your mother. He said, and when I finally stopped smoking crack, God only let me enjoy my woman for 7 years and then he took her away from me. That's real shit. So you think I'm gonna get upset or try to judge? It's on my arm, y'all, right here. Only God could judge me. If you see it on my arm right here, that say only God can judge me, y'all. Fuck, I look like judging somebody because of what they think. First of all, when you got children with somebody, see, an unselfish parent will think about certain things that will affect their children. A selfish motherfucker will be like, yo, I'm just leaving and taking my kids. But people fail to realize, do you know when you go through a divorce, that shit destroys your children also? That shit destroys the kids too. It ain't just y'all. But see, they got some real strong women, y'all. And they got some real strong men that say, you know what? I'm going to keep going through, how can I say it, embarrassment. I'm going to keep, you know how many women sit up and say, I'm going to keep going through disappointment. Fuck that. I will go through all the disappointment I have to. I will go through all the heartache I will have to because I want to make sure my children grow the best way that they can and they aren't affected because of what I'm going through. See, the sins of the parents will fall on the children. Seriously, the sins of the parents will fall on the children. And like Super said, yeah, we can judge, but that don't mean it's our motherfucking right to act on it. We can judge. We can always say, yo, that's fucked up what happened to them. That don't mean we got to act on it. That's like if I'm walking down the street and I see somebody across the street and somebody get punched in the face. Yeah, it's fucked up somebody got punched in the face, but what the fuck that got to do with me? What the fuck that got to do with me? So because somebody is fighting across the street or got punched in the face, I'm supposed to run over there and interact. Judging and minding your business is two different things, ladies and gentlemen. Judging and minding your business is two different things, and that's what we got to start learning to do as human beings and as adults. Mind your fucking business, because he who is without sin is allowed to throw the first stone. You know, nobody got to move when Jesus said that. He or she that is without sin will be the first to cast a stone. Nobody moved when Jesus said that. You know why? Because we all got fucking sins. A bunch of us got sins that a lot of people don't know about except us. Some sins are more detriment. Let me explain something to you. If your doctor's telling you, yo, stop eating starchy foods, it's detriment to your health and your lifestyle, and then you go eat food with starch, that's a fucking sin. Super, bruh, you need some help, bruh. Seriously, no, it's not that I'm making excuses. It's you too evil, man. And you better go get you some help for that shit. Because I mean this from a brother. If you don't correct that shit, bruh, you're gonna have a miserable fucking life, bruh. There ain't no way to live. There ain't no way to live, bro. You got some shit going on in your mind that you need to go get you some goddamn help. I did it. I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody. I did it. See, because we grow up with a bunch of trauma that we push to the side, a bunch of shit that we went through with our parents, grandparents, and families and friends. When we become adults, we just say, oh, that's it. Now that we're adults, we don't have to deal with that no more. That's pure fucking bullshit. That shit destroys us. It destroyed me. So you know what I did? When the pandemic came, before the pandemic, I didn't have the confidence to just go say, I need to talk to somebody about things that's bothering me. See, there's a therapist and there's a psychiatrist. Two different occupations. A therapist is someone that will sit up and talk to you and try to get you to an understanding of things that may make you feel a certain way. A psychiatrist is a person that does the same thing, but it has the power and they have the right to administrate medication. Some people are suffering from things like depression, anxiety attacks, schizophrenia. You know what I'm saying? Things that unbalance the mental. So psychiatrists have the right to prescribe medication that supposedly can help you, but a therapist can't prescribe no medication to you. A therapist, the only thing they can do for you is talk to you and help you try to solve problems from within. So if they can't help you, what they do then, they will then direct you and maybe recommend that you go check a psychiatrist. Everybody in this motherfucking chat done been through something where you might have to talk to a therapist. It's some of us in here in this chat that might need to go talk to a psychiatrist. If you've been shot, if you shot somebody, if you seen somebody shot, if you know somebody that got killed that you cared about, if you know a family member that was hurt, you seen somebody got hit by a car, you lost your motherfucking job, you was worried about paying your fucking bills, you was thinking you was gonna be homeless. These are reasons that can drive a person insane, but the people don't want to deal with it because they like fronting for the world. People want to front for the world. I don't. I've been stopped fronting for the world. When you live for the world, you die inside. I'm living for me. I'm living for God. I'm begging God every day. Number one, wake me up. Another day alive. Number two, keep me free. Another day alive, another day free. And the best part about it is, why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than fucking me? Y'all ain't catch that from day one? Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? That shit, I mean that shit. I live by that shit. Because number one, the shit that I've been into, I could have been killed a long time ago. I've been shot. I've been kidnapped. I've been stabbed. Another day free. I could be in jail right now for the rest of my life. I got friends that's rotting away in jail because of mistakes they made when they was children because they were angry. Because they didn't have people to direct them. They didn't have people to nourish them. They didn't have people to tell them, yo, check this out. You're going down the wrong path. I did. I did. I had my grandmother saying, baby, you better stop. But she prayed for me. I had my grandfather telling me, yo, this is not how men carry themselves. I had my uncle, one of the biggest heroin kingpins on Utica Avenue, telling me a gangster always gonna be a gangster and a sucker is always gonna be a sucker. Which one you gonna be, boy? That was the realest conversation he had with me. A gangster always gonna be a gangster. A sucker is always gonna be a sucker. Which one you choose to be, nigga? Like my father said, if you don't take some risk in this life, you will always work for somebody that isn't afraid to take a risk, boy. We all suffering, man, from mental illness. If you ever cried over missing somebody, that's depression. If you long for certain things, that's depression. If you worry about your children the minute times they walk out the door, that can cause an anxiety attack. Certain shit, man, we have to learn to deal with from within. We can't just keep making excuses about our behavior, our interpretations, and our actions. All people are not bad people. I hear niggas say, yo, fuck them bitches. Them bitches ain't shit. Yeah, there's some bitches that ain't shit. I had some women to be like, yo, fuck them niggas. These niggas ain't shit. You're 100% right, too. Some niggas ain't shit. But what about the good people that are? What about the people that, quote unquote, need somebody to show them their importance? Everybody doesn't have that initiative inside to tell themselves every day, you're important, you're special, you're worth something. I had to learn that shit. The shit I was in the street doing, I didn't think I deserved to be free. I didn't think I deserved to live. I didn't think I deserved to be happy. I'm here to tell you, bullshit. I'm here to tell you, bullshit. Everybody deserves to be happy. Don't nobody want to be waking up miserable. Nobody don't want to be in no fucking relationship that's miserable. And then it's a bunch of people that's in situationships, not relationships. I'm going to say this again. It's a bunch of y'all that's sleeping with the fucking enemy. It's a bunch of y'all that's laying next to a motherfucker that you know you don't give a fuck about, and you know they don't give a fuck about you because they've showed it to you continuously, but you're in the fear of being alone. You're in the fear of being alone. You're in the fear of being alone. You're in the fear of wondering how you're going to pay these bills, because if you and this person all this time came together to this agreement that this is how we're going to maintain our lifestyle. See, your part you got, they part they got, but when it comes to your lifestyle, that's kind of scary right there. How you going to pay your own car note if you have one? How you going to pay your own mortgage if you have one? How you going to pay your own light bills? How you going to pay your own food bills? How can you pay for your own clothes? See, a lot of shit is scary when you got to do it by yourself. That's when you got to man up and put them big girl panties on. Sometimes you got to man the fuck up, my niggas. And to the ladies, sometimes you got to put on them big girl drawers. Because see, it's beautiful to have somebody, but a lot of y'all got motherfuckers that y'all just passing time with. So I can't knock nobody for being in a relationship for this long or that long and they're afraid to be alone, because fear is fear. Fear is fear, y'all. But if you put the Most High first, those fears will be conquered. If you start asking yourself the things that you're going through, you start talking to yourself saying, I don't want my baby going through that shit. I don't want my son going through what I went through. I don't want my daughter going through what I went through. Then you start looking at yourself. God damn, if you want the best for them, why don't you want the best for yourself? You see what Only Child said? Being alone and being lonely. I got to pin that one. I got to pin that one. I got to pin that. No. I got to pin that. I got to pin that. Being alone and being lonely is two different things. And that's a cold-blooded fact. I couldn't even have worded that no better. Being alone and being lonely is two different things. When you're being alone, some people are content with taking care of themselves because they have a self-love for themselves and they understand certain things they have to do. First of all, they got to be the best themselves before they can be the best themselves for somebody else. You cannot properly love your child. You cannot properly love your spouse. You cannot properly love your friends if you don't properly love yourself. If you can't look yourself in the mirror, I do that shit every day. I look myself in the mirror and be like, Dice, you got a little fucked up eye. God damn it, Dice, you might even have a receding hairline, but you're still a good person and you're still sexy. If ain't nobody else gonna tell you, Big Dice, that you ain't sexy, I'm gonna tell you. See, because when you looking in that mirror, eye to eye, you looking into the motherfucking soul of yourself. See, a lot of people don't like that mirror. It's just like back in the days when she used to say in Snow White, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? See, when we were children, they depicted it like the inner conscience of the mirror was a spirit. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? And then the mirror would say something like, I have to admit, and you're somewhat right, but you'll never be the fairest in the kingdom as long as there's a Snow White. That wasn't no myth. That wasn't no goddamn spirit. That was the inner you. That was your inner you talking to you. That lady, when she looked in that goddamn mirror, you know what her inner self told her? You all right. You may be beautiful. You may have had your reign. You may be men wanting you. But her real inside is telling her, you know you can't fuck with Snow White, sissy. You know you can't fuck with Snow White, sissy. That's her talking to herself. That wasn't no mythological spirit. That was her soul. That's why people don't like looking in that mirror, because you can't lie to yourself. You can lie to everybody else. You can't lie to yourself. If you're a fucking disgusting, nasty animal, you know it. If you're a piece of shit, you know it. But let me tell you something. If you feel like that and you know you like that, there's a way that you can change it. You can work on it. You can work on it. You can get back to being a better person, but you got to start being better to yourself. You got to start catering to yourself and understanding yourself. You can't understand nobody else until you understand yourself, man. Men or females. You got to start understanding the characteristics that you want to be known for. You want to be known for a piece of shit, or you want to be known for a loving person? You want to be known for a piece of shit, or you want to be known for a kind person? You want to be known for a piece of shit, or you want to be known for a person that would help anybody, give them the clothes off their fucking back? Remember that saying? They so nice, they'll give you the shirt off their back. You don't even hear that shit no more because the world done got so fucking evil. Remember that shit? He'll give you the shirt off his back. She'll give you the clothes off her back. She'll feed a stranger. People done got too motherfucking selfish because of fears, because they feel as though if they open up their heart to somebody, the new person that they open their heart up to is going to do what the old person do. If you keep one foot in the past and you keep one foot in the present, you can never get to the future. If you keep one of your feet in the past and you keep one of your feet in the present, which is right now, you will never be able to enjoy the future because you're sitting at a get marks set state. You know, like when you're racing on your marks, get set. You've seen it in the Olympics. On your marks is when you like this. Get set. That's the position that you keep when you put one foot in the past and one foot in the front. That's the position. You're getting set, but you ain't ready to fucking go. You're not ready to go. You're just standing there stagnated. You're stagnating your future because of fears. I know some people that say, I don't want to go to a party. Why you don't want to go to a party? Because I might meet somebody that I'm attracted to. Somebody might come to me that's attracted to me. What's wrong with that? I don't want to get my heart broke anymore. Always the Queen said, people take advantage of that person with a good heart. Trust me. And they don't even be shit. See, it's people that's scared to open up. I'm terrified. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If y'all don't know that yet by me, you heard it. I don't trust motherfuckers like that. So that's why when I do trust you, I gotta love you. Don't tell me what you feel about me. Show me, motherfucker. That's why people be like, yo, what would you rather have somebody love you or be loyal? Give me the loyalty over the love. Give me the loyalty over the love. See, because love can be swayed. If you love something now, you can love, some people love the BMW. And then when the Porsche came out, they don't like the BMW no more, but they're in love with that Porsche. Then when the Lamborghini truck came out, they don't like the Porsche anymore. They got to have that Lamborghini. Then when the Bentley truck came out, they don't like the Lamborghini. They got to have the Bentley. But they failed to realize everything they had was nice. That's a fact. Everything was nice. But because of your love, your lust for certain things, the appreciation value that you had on it just dropped. It's like some people ain't never had a car in their life, so when they get their first used car, you can't tell them nothing. But then when they get a better job, they don't give a fuck about that used car no more. But that used car is what was getting you back and forth to work, that got you that opportunity to have more money. But the used car is just put to the side because now you can go to the dealership and drive out with that fly whip. To you, what's the difference? It's to get you to A to Z. But see, some people want a car because of they're saying, well, they're going to see me in this car. Some people don't really understand the true meaning of what a car is for. They get you from point A to B. From point A to B. Same thing like women. Same thing like men. A nigga might meet a chick and be like, yo, she's beautiful. Oh, she got a fat ass. Oh, she got some nice chest. And then you see another motherfucker with a fatter ass. some more interesting chess. You forget about the motherfucker you already got. Because your mind is telling you, your mind, not the world, your mind is telling you the person that you have isn't as interesting as this new person that you see. Black Cuddy, I see you in the building. Because that's something within your heart. Because some people are not content. Some people, they don't love and appreciate the fact that they may have a 1-bedroom apartment. It's yours. You're not homeless. You don't have to worry about where you're going to sleep tonight. It's yours. You might want to work to get a better apartment. That's your prerogative. But don't disrespect the apartment you got. It's still keeping the rain off you. It's still keeping the snow off you. It's still giving you some place of comfort. Rob Jimenez, I see you in the building. Salute. That's why judging somebody, we can judge. But that don't mean we have the right to dictate. Who makes you that important that you got the right to say what somebody is or say what somebody not gonna do because of how you look at the situation? No, that makes you a jackass. That makes you inconsiderate. That makes you mean. And a lot of times when you see the people like that, y'all, they be the tyrants. A lot of people don't want to just admit to certain things. You got a goddamn problem. Something happened that's bothering you that you have ignored for a long time. See, I told y'all, things we go through as children, we sometimes have to go deal with as adults. So I got to say it. I can't get mad at nobody because they might have been in a relationship 10 years, 20 years. I don't know why they stayed in a relationship 10 and 20 years, especially if they was not happy. But who the fuck am I to judge that shit? Who the fuck am I to pass judgment? You know how much shit I done did? Shit. I done fuck motherfuckers I ain't even like. When it came to their spirituality, when it came to their mentality, when it came to their moral compass, I ain't give a fuck about that shit. She got a fat ass. She got some pretty titties and she sucking cock. I'm gonna bust her goddamn ass. But in my mind, I know the minute I get through doing my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm putting her ass in a motherfucking cab until it's time for us to do it again. That shit ain't do nothing but made me more paranoid about women. Women, I'm gonna tell you something about what these niggas be thinking. They just don't have the articulation to express it to you, and they feel as though if they say it to you, you're gonna look at them wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, all of us are suffering from the same things. Insecurities and fears that create egos. Our insecurities about how people feel about us. Our fears about how people are gonna judge us if they know certain things about us. I can't tell them that. They're not gonna like me anymore. So what? You still spoke your truth. You still spoke your truth. A lot of people worried about what somebody else is gonna say. Oh, they're gonna tell this one what I did. So what? If you're scared of it getting out, don't do it. If you're so worried about it being spread, don't do it. If you're worried about it, ladies, if you're worried about a bitch talking about, well, you know, she sucked dick, don't suck no dick. Fellas, if you worry about saying, oh, she gonna tell that I ate a pussy, don't eat no pussy. Let's solve that problem right there. But goddamn it, if you gonna suck your dick, ladies, suck your goddamn dick. Big Dice said it, go suck a dick. That's your prerogative. To my fellas, if you gonna eat some goddamn box, eat that box. That's your prerogative. See, motherfuckers is doing things worrying about what the next motherfucker gonna talk about. Fuck them next motherfuckers. Can't y'all understand something? If they're talking about what you're doing, you're more interesting than them. I don't give a fuck what niggas be doing, especially ain't got nothing to do with my motherfucking intermediate circle, my family and friends. I don't give a fuck what niggas is doing. Ain't none of my goddamn business. If a motherfucker wake up in the morning talking, just like on YouTube, if a motherfucker wakes up in the morning to do a broadcast about what you're doing in your life, you made it. You made it. You made it. A motherfucker get up and before they start talking about, yo, God, thank you for waking me up. Yo, God, thank you for waking my family up. Yo, God, thank you for waking me up with me knowing who I am. Yo, Meek, I see you in the building. If a motherfucker can get up in the morning and worry about what you doing, you have made it. That should be enough right there to tell you how important you are. Don't get mad. Don't want to fight him. Don't want to beat him up. Just be like, yo, check this out. Something I did got a motherfucker more interested in my life, whether it's good or bad in my heart. A motherfucker is more interested in my life than they are of theirs. Dude, always the queen said. I had people talk bad about me. I had to learn not to give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, it do hurt. It hurts. Telling you this from a fucking gangster's perspective. There's certain things that I've been through that broke my goddamn heart, but now that I think about that shit ain't do nothing but make me stronger. All that shit did was put me on point to let me know that the love that I got in my heart, the respect that I may have for a person, I'm not going to stop giving that to everybody, but it's certain people that don't deserve. See, I'm going to give you all the love and respect that my heart can give you until you show me that you don't deserve it. Until you show me that you don't want it. That's the best part about it. Lesson learned. Oh, I love you too much? Bye. Bye. Fuck you mean I love you too much? If you telling me I love you too much, unfortunately, you don't love yourself enough. And if you telling me that I love you too much, you'll never love me the way I can love you because my heart is big. My heart is pure. I love the love. I'm a Virgo. I don't give a fuck. So what? It's a sad world when you're 100% real, but I'm at peace. Yo, you know how lonely it is when you're 100% real? But I'm at peace. I'm not getting on nobody bandwagon. I ain't riding nobody fucking wave. The only wave I'm riding from now on is God's. That's right. A lot of you motherfuckers are scared to talk about God. I see all these lives. People go live and say this and say this and say this and say that and say this and say this and say that and say this and say that. Like that damn stupid ass song. Greens, potatoes, yams, tomatoes, rhymes, chicken. I hear you get up every day on y'all lives. I never hear y'all say, God, thank you. I love you, God. I appreciate you, God. I never hear it. I never hear y'all talk about God, but that's who gets you motherfuckers up every day. But you get up on YouTube and talk about China. Fuck the 050. You get up on YouTube and talk about me. Fuck that nigga Dice. You get up and talk about the Waxes. Fuck Wax. Fuck the Nile River. You can talk about anything, but you can't tell God thank you? What about that? You can't say God in front of the world, in front of the whole world. Yo, I love you, God. Please don't turn your back on me. Please help me through these situations I'm going through. Please keep me calm. Please keep me on a straight rocker before I go to jail for the rest of my life. They don't talk about God. They don't like God. But every time a motherfucker in the hospital, the first thing they do, they pray to God. Yo, God, please get me out of this. First time a motherfucker go to jail, God, please, if you get me out this situation again, get out this situation, I'll never do it again. Let the police get behind you and they pulling you over. Let you see the police. Oh, God, please don't let them. See, y'all talk to God when y'all need God, but y'all don't just give God praise for being alive. See, that's the difference between me and you. It's the difference between me and a lot of people on YouTube. God gonna keep shining through me. God gonna keep shining through me. Anybody that said my name went through a bunch of problems. Anybody that said my name went through a bunch of problems are still going through a bunch of problems to this fucking second right now, because I told you, leave me the fuck alone, because God chose me and I'm Sharon McLeod's son. I asked people to leave me alone. We thought I was begging because I'm a sucker? No, I was begging you because I know the power and the wrath of God. You see what Hank said? I did it 100 facing 30-something years on a robbery. God, please, this was my last one, I promise. It's facts. He said, that's how I get through my day, y'all. I talk to God every damn day. Me too. I don't see God, but I feel God. And I ain't gonna say pause. Because when you don't feel God and you don't feel the embrace, you fucked up. You better wake up feeling God. Don't you know when you wake up in the morning, that should be the first feeling that God is loving you? You know how many people don't wake up? You know how many people wake up in hell? You know how many people wake up in heaven? And unfortunately, a lot of us are suffering from undiagnosed mental disorders. People don't want to hear it. They may want to get combative. There ain't nothing wrong with me. It's everybody else. No, it's something wrong with you. If you keep talking about something continuously, you're crazy. Or it's affecting your mental too much where you can't move on in life. It's so much shit I want to talk about that I won't talk about because, to tell you the truth, it's things that I think about and it's my problems. My problems aren't your problems. I don't come on YouTube to hurt people or make y'all upset or make y'all say, damn, Dice, you're going to be all right. You're going to get... I don't do that sucker shit. God got me, goddammit. If I told y'all some of the things I've been through this year, if I tell you some of the things, what I went through last year coming into the new year, y'all would be like, Dice, how the fuck is you even up here? How are you alive? How you not in jail? How you not in a mental asylum? Because God got me, goddammit. These is facts. So this goes to everybody that came and chilled with me this morning because I appreciate y'all coming to chill. I came to talk about the motherfucking Knicks, but Allah told me to talk about what I was talking about. So you know what? I think my job has been done because, see, I don't ignore God. A lot of y'all got a way of ignoring the signs when God is telling you, don't do that. This is what I need you to do today. I want you to do this for me, son. I want you to do this for me, daughter. Y'all don't care nothing about that shit. Y'all start worrying about the selfishness within your heart and the things that you think you should talk about, the things you think people are going to gravitate to, the things you think is going to have people captivated. Ain't nothing is as captivating and as loving as God. Don't y'all never forget that. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Other than me.